The anatomy of a welcome email. Do's, don'ts, and then an ew and an ah. So not ooh and ah, but like ew and ah. Also, got sick, lost my voice, so you can handle me. We will take about 10 minutes, and hopefully next week I'll come back to you with my normal voice. Let's start with a few questions. Do you have a welcome email, whether you're a company or a nonprofit? Because nonprofits are who I work with for the most part. But do you have a welcome email or welcome sequence? Number 2, is it working? Is the automation working? Because those things break left and right. So is it working? Number 3, what is the performance of this email? From research that typically there's a 50% open rate on welcome emails for marketing companies. But what is your open rate? Hopefully you're sending it immediately, because that is when open rates will be highest, because they're inquiring. Your welcome email is in essence the most important thing that a new person engages with, whether it's an email or a sequence. The goal should always be, you should always start with, what is the goal of a welcome email for you? Do you want them to buy something? Do you want them to watch a video? You need to establish the goal and take the entire email and put it around that, in addition to welcoming them. You know what I mean? Talk about the anatomy. You've got the email envelope. What is the email envelope? It's the subject line, the sender, the preview text, and then the time you send it. So it's like, what are they seeing first? So as you know, that subject line is everything. You need to be spending more time on that than you even do on the copy itself. So let's talk about sender first. Are you the sender? Don't be sending from info@growbetterfundraising.com. Don't be sending from no reply. That's the worst thing you could possibly do, by the way. So you want it to be from you. The other thing you want is you would like it to show up from Danielle Wallace. So you've got, who's it from? It should be your name, not the company. Make it your name. Number 2, you want to send that email right away. Subscribers are far more likely to click and open immediately after signing up. Now, I want to read you something from Mike at Build Good. He sent out the best email this week, and it said this: the subject line is something a friend, relative, or coworker might send you. It's not a headline. Pro tip, he searches his inbox from emails from his mom and then uses one of those subject lines. Additionally, he also notes that the preview text is not a subhead. Amen, amen, amen. He summed that up pretty good. The only thing I want to say is putting you in the subject line is fantastic. Personalizing the subject line, putting their name in there, helps quite a bit. We've got studies for that. You'll know, because you'll kind of see what's working for your people. Now, let's move on to the body copy. I hope you're starting with their first name. Dear Danielle, plug their name in. That's so important. The first sentence, as you've heard me say before, the purpose of the first sentence is to get them to read a second. I think that's from Tom Ahern. That is an onboarding sentence. It needs to be easy to read, simple to comprehend, no jargon. It also needs to feel very human. How would you start an email to a friend? I don't like it when someone starts by talking about the day. Talk about something else. Maybe Danielle, man, I'm glad you're here, period. Okay, fine. That's like personal. People don't really say man. You would also say, Danielle dash, I've got some cool things to show you, period. I don't know. You could say, Danielle, you're going to love this. I do like to start emails that way. A lot of times I'll start with, you're going to love this. And then I get them to read the next part, and then I normally will use bullet points to outline whatever it is I want to say. Because humans will typically read first 2 bullet points, last one. They don't read what's in the middle, so you want to know that when you do bullet points. The other important parts in that email, first couple sentences, their name, and then the PS is very important. You want to summarize your offer there. What do you want them to do? So re-summarize it there. And the signer, it needs to come from a person. Design elements, make it big, 14 to 16 point font. There's always debate about 14 to 16 point font size. There you go. Remember, people are reading on their iPhone. Images are great, but people do not appreciate, we know from research, people do not appreciate just bland, meaningless images that don't relate to the offer. Images have to be highly relevant to the copy itself. Now, you also need to make sure the email's scannable. Your bold copy needs to summarize the email. Copy points, clear and direct language, like always. Clever and cute don't win here. Don't sound markety. So literally, short sentences. Don't be using compound sentences. I was great at grammar. Don't be using compound sentences. Just short sentences, very short paragraphs. The paragraph is literally like 3 lines long, or like 3, like in a row, like a block. 1 line long. You want to vary it up for skimmability. Let's talk about how long should the email be. All right. Don't take everything you do, all your offerings, and shove it in that email. Since when does throwing everything at someone help them decide? Get decision fatigue? It's like taking your whole closet like I do, and I shove it at my baby sister and I say, pick up what you want. And she picks out nothing because there's too much there. Instead of sending one welcome email that summarizes everything, and this email just goes on and on with lots of calls to action. Send multiple emails. Short, multiple emails. We know from testing that short emails sent more frequently maintain better engagement than like one-off long. Okay, so now we're going to go over an email from Mark Groves. I just finished his book, Liberated Love. It's really profound. I like his welcome emails, like his sequence. I wanted to ooh and awe his first email. Email envelope. The subject line is, "So happy you're here!" Exclamation point. Well, it has a U. Okay. I'm sure he gets a decent open rate because people that subscribe want to hear from him. I think it could be better. It's predictable because I know what it's going to be. I mean, he's just saying hi. What could he say instead? Something like, all lowercase, resources for you with like a gift emoji. Or, "I'd love to meet you." Maybe coffee chat, ? Special invite enclosed. I don't know, things that are not predictable that say I need to open for the goodies. Now, Mark Groves is a sender. Good job. But it comes from hello@markgroves.com. He would be better off making it look like it's his personal email. Now, the pre-header says, "Welcome to the inner circle," emoji. If you want to join his inner circle, that's great. Again, I just think he should have really strong copy and it should have pre-filled. Let's go on to the email itself. You're greeted with a massive image. And on top of that, it says, like, "Hello, friend." He has the funds to get that personalized. He should be using an email platform that plugs in my name, "Hello, Danielle," and then his face. Otherwise, that image is not doing him any favors because it's all above the fold. My name isn't even above the fold. Now, here's what's good. He understands the power of a face. There are a lot of studies that show, for example, putting human shots on your customer service, a little blurb that pops up on the website, increases conversions by 20%. That's one study. Another one found that replacing a stock image with the CEO improved conversion by 35%. So very much power in a warm human face. So no images in cold emails drive conversion. So you can treat this welcome email like a cold email because people could have just found you from SEO. Campaigns with images have a 42% conversion rate. And without images, it's half that. And this email got a 92% open rate and a 42% reply rate. So you'll see, like, she personalized the whole thing. It feels so human. A picture of her, the name is personalized, a coffee chat. I mean, it feels literally like it came from a friend down the road. You'll also note the copy is easy to read, very short email. So I would say, again, pick your one offer, hammer that. You can offer your other things later, and if you do a good job stewarding, engaging, they're going to open the other emails. A couple things about images just to wrap it up. Personalized images that use the prospect's name. You can increase click-through rates by using images that capture attention and convey the message faster because images convey faster than words. You want to minimize the risk of them not loading by using 1 to 2 compressed images in that email because we know 1 or 2 is the sweet spot. Now, going back to the copy itself, this is a wall of text. It goes and it goes and it goes. Is it scannable? No. That second paragraph, not even a paragraph, it's a mini email, okay? So that should have gotten broken up quite a bit. The bolded copy doesn't summarize the email. There's pronouns in that. You know, everyone use pronouns and emphasize copy because it needs to be a standalone thought. Let's scan all the way down. The PS is a boatload. It's 4 different things. Nobody's going to make it through this. You should have separated this into 4 different emails. What should you have done? I would say drive them to a landing page on the website that's made for new subscribers that has the offerings there. So not only are you boosting your own domain rating, you're getting people used to coming to your site, and then they're going to see something that catches their eye. And then you can have pop-up, things that help keep them on the page longer. And then you can have an offer, and you can have a personalized offer, plug their name into that pop-up. See what I'm saying? Don't drive them everywhere, drive them to one place. So that's really it. So I hope it helped to look at this email. It's good in a lot of ways. The copy is really personal, but the creative kind of ruined its success. So it did have the right audience. It had, some really good offers, too many offers, and the creative made it so I couldn't read it. My name is Danielle Wallace. I'm the owner of Grow Better. I help small to mid-sized nonprofits optimize their fundraising results, and optimize is like all the money in the world is out there. It's just in your donors and prospects' pockets. And we just need to build an offer, make sure the creative is good, do all the things so they feel inspired to give and they feel good about giving. I'll tell you, I get people 2 to 5 times better results than they have on their own. So if you would like some help on a single project or you're looking for ongoing support, book a call with me. I'd love to meet, and I will talk to you next week.